How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? It's Nasiphi, Zwane is my surname, and today I've got Nine Refrain, who won the first heat, which was held in Durban at the Westville Warehouse a couple of weeks back. I am super excited to be having this band on. They are obviously one of the most exciting bands on the lineup, and I'm super excited for us to just dive in and talk about, what they're looking forward to most and just how it is, being one of the finalists. So I'm going to let each of the guys introduce themselves, what it is they do in the band, and then we can continue from there.
Yeah, how's it going? I'm Lloyd, and I play bass.
Hey dudes, my name is Ryan and I'm the vocalist.
How's it guys? I'm Brett and I'm the drummer.
And that is awesome, guys. Really excited to have you guys on. I was actually at the heat, and I don't think we can reveal, in terms of how we were judging, because I was one of the judges as well. But I was really mind blown by you guys' performance. I have been to a couple of your other performances as well, and I think this one was your best by far. So I think the victory was well deserved. What went into you guys actually preparing for that first heat to make it all the way to the finals?
Yeah, it's funny because we initially we weren't supposed to be part of the lineup. One of the other bands pulled out, and we were lucky enough to get on there, and didn't have a lot of prep. I think we only had one practice or something.
One on the day, actually.
We practiced on the day, but we were just lucky that everything worked out and everyone was in form on the day, and we just pulled off a great show, thankfully.
Mm-hmm. And was there a different kind of pressure when it came to this, it being Wacken and you guys having to make it to the finals, or did you just sort of take it as any other show, really?
I think it was important to come with the mindset of actually treating it as any other show, but there were definitely some guidelines that we were told to watch out for, which you refused to reveal. But it's like essentially, it's all about having a good time. Yeah,
for sure. And how's it been interacting with Sash? She's very professional, because obviously Wacken is one of the best events and she needs to uphold that standard. How's your interaction been with the organizers and so on?
Well, I think they're all cool. Even at Westville Warehouse, when we met them there, it was the first time I met her. All of the staff there, actually, most of the guys that work for the Wacken and everything, they were actually very cool. Yeah, very friendly people, very humble, and I felt like I was already family, so bring on Joburg, bring on Germany.
Yeah, you guys had a really intense heat there. We had, I almost said Skatana Wept, but you guys had some really wholesome bands on there. I know that Bedrock Spirit was on there, Control was there, and obviously Thegarath was there as well, which all brilliant bands. How did you guys feel about your competition that evening? Did you walk in feeling like, we've got this, or were you confident walking in there, or you're a bit afraid? And if so, who would you guys say was the one band that you looked at and you were like, oh shit, we need to look out for these guys?
So definitely it was Thegarath. And also Control. I haven't really heard them up until then. I was a bit like, okay, these guys make sense. For sure, Thegarath as well. We have played with them at Zwane the one time.
Nice.
So I have respect for them as well. Yeah. So it was definitely, and Bedrock Spirit. Not to say, they're not male completely, but they're good people as well, and equal respect for everyone.
Dude, your vocals were insane that night, man. It was absolutely, like I said, it was the best performance that I've seen by far. So what do you do to prepare for a show? Like, going in, especially looking at the finals as well. It's going to be quite intense. It's a very big stage. What do you do to prepare and make sure that your vocals are at their peak?
Well, lots of water and simple exercises. If you are training to be a vocalist, I think people watching know what I mean. If you do want to be a vocalist as well, there's just simple techniques you have to stick to, and try not to drink too much as well, because that will mess it up. But the anxiety never really fades. You kind of just have to start and let the energy take you in.
And you're one of the bands that basically got the ball rolling in terms of the memes and such. I remember just leading up to the initial heat, you guys mentioning something there about YCS. Shout out YCS. Who's in charge of doing the memes there in the group, bro, and starting all of that?
That's pretty much Jason, I think. He's the instigator. He's the instigator.
Sure, the guitar player.
Hey, that is epic. And when tell me a bit about the history about the band. When did you guys get together and sort of form? Just for anyone who might not be familiar with your guys' sort of origin story.
Yeah, the band started probably by 2018 in a small sleepy town, Gudum Kamas.
Nice.
Us three were in a part of the lineup at that point. It was started by our other guitar player Jason and a friend of his.
Nice.
So they just had, similar influences, and went through a few lineup changes over the years until
until they found me.
Ryan joined first.
I think that was 2021.
It was 2022, yeah.
Yeah,
And
essentially.
Yeah, Ryan happened to bring me on through being a mate of his.
Nice.
And we were lucky to get Brett around the same time that I joined as well.
How excited are you guys to be playing at the final at Sonnage?
Super, super stoked, and also still can't believe it. I mean, even on the night when we were told we won at Westport Warehouse, we were like super like surprised, bro, and we were super stoked. And like, yeah, it's gonna be amazing. I mean, I know Jason is super excited. He's like very amped to play on that stage. Like, yeah, all of us actually. Yeah.
We obviously know that Walk These Skies has made, you know, their heat. They're going to be in the final. What's your thoughts on Walk These Skies, guys? If you've seen them, any opinion on them? What are your thoughts?
Yeah, they certainly look like an amazing band. I saw some of the footage from their performance and listening to their stuff online. Yeah, they're a really incredible band, and yeah, they're going to be tough competition for sure.
As someone who is your competitor, what message do you have for them going into the finals?
We're coming. We are real.
Hey, that is fucking intense, guys. And you know what? I am always one to always hype up a KZN band, you know, obviously being from here. What do you guys think you are bringing that is different, you know, from the other bands that are up in Joburg and the rest of Africa and so on?
That is interesting. I think we all have our own, like, unique flair, I suppose. Not a lot of people are into the groove and death metal things, so I think we have that for ourselves. Some of the scenes are leaning towards, like, a core vibe, which is all fun and games. I love it too. But yeah, I think maybe we're just a bit different in having something else, you know.
All the songs are different. They're all the same. Yeah. What did I say? Did I say it the wrong way around? Yeah, but they're not all the same. Like, and that's the nice thing. Like, you don't just have that super fast song or slow song. It's like all mixed up.
Yeah.
So it gets the crowd going. It gets some people going mad in a marsh pit. And as we saw at the last gig at West Warehouse, people were picking each other up and going mad. And it's awesome. I love it.
Yeah,
it's cool.
You know, for the last couple of years, it's mainly been bands from, you know, Joburg and so on that have been, you know, prominent in terms of making it to Germany and just going through the finals. Do you guys feel like you are at an advantage or a disadvantage being a band from outside of where the finals itself, you know, are hosted?
I think that is the advantage, though. Again, to just be different. Yeah. Hopefully, you know, we're saying what we actually mean, and you guys can see it from the stage presence and the excitement.
Yeah.
So I think the advantage is also that, you know, we're just dudes from this town here. People know that there's not much going on here, so we try our best to push, and hopefully it's enough to also, like, grab some attention from, like, you know, from the place where it kind of all started. It's starting,
Yeah. And say you guys now, let's say you win the finals. You know, what's the first thing you're doing in Germany?
First thing in Germany, I don't know. I'm probably going to go and visit a record store and try and find some awesome records, man. That's my first stop for sure.
Let's go with each guy.
Honestly, what goes on? Oh, beer. Let's grab beer. We're going for some beer. Yeah. Lots of beer. A whole 2-liter jug, actually. Yeah.
Nah, that is really epic,
yeah,
guys.
Definitely.
Yeah. So, you know what? For you guys, obviously, as I said, congrats on obviously making it all the way, you know, to the finals and so on. What is sort of, you know, what are you looking at in terms of like the length of your set? You know, are you also going to be playing, you know, the general songs? Do you have some new songs that you might be playing on the night? You know, what's the vibe in terms of your approach when it comes to the actual set that you're going to be playing that night?
Yeah, we're probably going to keep it fairly similar to our winning set at Westville.
Yeah.
We are talking about maybe removing one song here, maybe try and get a new song for the set.
Yeah.
But we've got a couple months to iron things out in practice, so we'll see how we go.
For sure. Is there anyone you want to send a shout out to? Obviously I feel like we know enough about, you know, Wacken, what's coming up. Obviously you guys having won the heat this side. You know, are there any closing remarks at all, maybe for someone who might be watching this and is maybe, you know, rooting for you guys, or even any shout outs at all for anyone who's just been supporting you so far?
Yeah, we've got a few people we've made close contact with. One of them, our friend Storm.
Name's Storm Savage, and I'm here to mosh.
Dean. They've always been like front and center and always buying merch, other people's merch we have yet to release, but they are one of the frontline people who have made us.
Are you guys going to be taking any merch up to the show?
I'm not in charge of that, but hopefully so. Yeah, we've got some stuff.
No, that is dope, guys. I really hope that you guys do bring those up there, and I wanted to just thank you guys for, you know, coming through to do this interview with me. Is there anything you guys want to say before we close out the show at all?
Yeah, just thanks to you guys, Sludge Underground, and thanks to Wacken and everyone else supporting us. And I mean, you never know where it can take us, It's going to be awesome, man.
Thanks for having us, and thanks to Sash and Emilith and everyone organizing Wacken. We're definitely looking forward to being there.
Shout out to Durban as well. Why does Durban have the best bands in South Africa?
I don't know. I think it's just the beach vibes. It's just cool, man. You got all rounders here. You got the mountains. You got the beach. You got everything. And I mean, everyone's just so cool here in Durban. I mean, don't underestimate us. We are cool, and we bring it.
Shout outs, yeah. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode. It's been an awesome chat here, talking about Wacken, what's coming up, and the guys having won, obviously going all the way to the finals. I hope to see you there, and I hope that you get some merch as well. Wacken is going all the way out this year, and obviously Sludge Underground is going to be there as well. So we do hope to see you. Thank you for tuning into this episode. Let us know in the comments what you think of the band, what you think of Nine Refrain. In actual fact, before we go, what does the name mean? What does Nine Refrain mean, guys?
It literally has zero meaning. The name was literally, we had a piece of paper with 2 columns, random words down each one.
Yeah.
And
true story.
A bunch of people just picked which ones they're and like literally 9 and Refrain on each side had the most votes, so that's what we went with.
As original as it can get, guys. That's flipping brilliant. It's been Nasiphi Zwane. If you want to find us, we are on all social media platforms at Sludge Underground. As for myself, it's at Zwane31. Nine Refrain, where can people find you guys online?
So you'll definitely check us on Facebook and Instagram, mostly also on TikTok, I think there. Yeah.
Jason's also pushing a lot of like the memes and stuff, as you saw. So you'll see a lot of the Nine Refrain stuff on there.
Oh yeah, that is perfect, guys. We'll see you guys at Wacken.